Yeswani yesena nyakuponi na ntia for etina ho didi ye no sa photo no for a very long time no we create any excitement around the last supper table but he did with a man ni sikebia na ye to around sa and there were some dancers in front and how or churning out hits after hits. So I think the Kiddy did a very good job. So my number 3 ebeye family. Or yes, some transition be from Odessisi minute to very soon. No, a honey freaky me too much. And I mean who say yeah, but as of my compound house feel no the set no who maybe say hona and your money maybe na and kofo kase cross no or you two hono ebiana ni role play and say better so in the beginning or you cross ni free your bed in everything so now he's free to do a performance no. Now on to Paluta. A year midday compared to last year, no. Okay. I think so. What worked the trick for him was the infusion of rap now.
Okay.
Or the ebe mono daughters. Wow.
Blaster.
I said, say I was a little let down with omo costume ne kakra because.
May I show some person they call bro mo shas.
Abia.
Who says at times I not
Abia because
otherwise I don't think say.
To be honest,
that was Cinderella. Yeah, but
daughters, the letdown was with the costume and not with the performance. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Jacob Bob drums kakra. AEC. I don't know or voice no texture no
sure
if we keep me pa and I think so we need to give
and then not cheat
and then
yes
and in as much as one year too much on stage you will still be fixated on delivery now or no so it was very soothing listening to him darling. I was looking forward to the performance because me pese sa on some category they be mama Chatter House they need say they be a more opportunity to perform live because it doesn't come easy and you could tell say you stage ni ye pa with the kind of dancers near dia or the mobile so me bonaba so there's too much inspiration around for him to tap into
whack
and so the work ne dear yay as obi account man Can promise there was an improvement from last year.
Last time the Nsuonu.
Yes.
Nsuonu had dream.
It was tribute, Titi Adoma na your friend is saying Adina. Adoma Raymono nanko ye kum vibe no amami. Because me who's that same tribute done by Kofi Jama and Kiddy with 3 Music and it was solid production. Into your by the real she's and challenge into Titi Remuna
Adoma and say acting on
Bia because challenge koya akum na mami. But then when Titi and Adina bear muno onakasa crowd who say no Bibia I left in the performance I let me down. Yeah mami Tiwa fantastic. I feel say female vocal performance.
But I think you should give props. If so can't Tiwa there now. Me and Fabas Bodum Suma Francis.
He did well.
The other guy no Francis Okay.
Oh,
forgive us.
And Brackers, I think it's a female vocal performance. And the Mami Tiwa Dean to Swanke and you're bad.
Yeah.
Can you back cry? Be the Tiwa vocal performance something. Now you found honor because of in terms of brace surrounding Symphony or something. I think it will be great. And news.
The performance. So you are a co-host and you are doing this. What can it be? Co-host Ben no. Udejai akabe you be co-host Ben no. Udejai akabe you be 1 week after the show. No. The show was not only for in person. The show was also online. Intimate na hanen kasa. Me sebi yo man kobi. But my shot there no internet so and okay until the only if you come I mean invite I don't want to have that conversation. I think
I feel it's disrespect to media for now promo too.
So great. I don't want to do this.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, share a
performances no.
Yeah.
Oh yes, when I'm front row seat I think my best performer of the night Stoneboy. I think prior to event na me say performance me pese me kwana me kohwe Stoneboy because anytime on your opportunity will deliver. The second best performance of the night, high energy, definitely Ebe can promise. Considering the AC last year, and it was a major. It wasn't just like a major improvement. It was a big deal because auditorium time can promise SC stage so sound necessary. With me feel say sound a movie from okay to very great in terms of how it sounded in the ear, and he put in a lot of effort in for performances. No, I think I enjoy a touch now. I think 21 flags on. 21 flags ni be mono just to celebrate the exploit. You had a council of 5 continents into to celebrate the fans no and then the exploits no. I think I enjoyed that. But I me feeling the set the creation by family build a whole village from stores, compound house or across any you might be a lot of effort was put into it. One I'm enjoy a artist performance there, but Kojo Mano ne DJ Varoski at the almost set no very fun. Oh yes, yeah Genie, and I believe say about gospel there now daughters. In fact, Omano Moon about quit me drama there. Na I was shocked. Yes, a very good.
Oh, no, I'm saying Momo said down here on performances is out.
Oh, say a young boy.
See your about drums power.
Yeah, young boys and guess.
Okay.
New generation, dear.
Oh,
yes. First time, yeah, enjoying. In terms of performances, I might enjoy. Definitely be strapped there. No, best at. I think say, Omeki the wrong choice. Because initially the minimum sena obe perform with DJ. I'm not say band. Everything sena band no Adriane a channel. Another person be Paluta. And the performance na idea so many, but I think need put some portfolio tweet now be tweet and because now very surprising. Also quick smoke. But almost no yare. But I believe say you don't compromise quality with you don't compromise on quality because it reflects badly on you. Own himself we are not member my top notch performance member. Na yendwin at least because obibi na see time I'm a real who say ohwa enko yie no. Wamba no be release statement for so spend $30,000 but organizers not serving. You see where into going forward no you check it home for member cause obana nye ye besero yesero so abubufu inti ekoma quick smoke. But all in all I think there was a major improvement in the flow performance wise. In fact previously no so I can say the nominees are not it meet now but in Sisa, so I think I'll commend Chatterhouse for the flow of the show. But your monthly performance time because I know the show ni channel. Mentia see I teach me perform be 5 to 10 songs. Big ups to Stoneboy celebrity high life legends no. But time ni also. In fact, or the tooth of crab by Matthias here, but I will show. Yentimi ntra ma number 4 performances na wadodo obian perform the most oh so me dey ni upgrade me ko VIP
yeah o ti yen no all my side
at least 2 songs near him.
All right Tilly performances yeah.
Okay, so because of my activity on the night into there are some performances I made me share, yeah, made me gauge pan. I think say I was able to catch the AEC performance now, and I mean who Stoneboy performance, and I mean who daughters, and the performance I watched the next day because I knew say who come about me about and then interviews into make us into these are the artists I made me share on performance in full, and I think I started with AEC. I wasn't surprised say Wamba with a lot of entourage because the voice was able to hold the space for him and it was such a beautiful performance. I'm managing And a Stoneboy performance now me share, it was also very, very beautiful. And to me, I think with him in the performance, the managing on the transitions from one song to the other now. And even there was a part when I was sure I said Opeja ni share camera in some way. When I was say Allah, just when we say like he was very conscious of himself on the stage. When we be a camera and when you say a drone, I wasn't there. So I don't know which kind of camera they were using. It was beautiful. Yeah, they show outside of the auditorium. No, we saw how those small things it added to the performance. No. And then daughters, I think I was part of the people. Nana, one was say, my na drums the channel boy. And me say, ye 3 woman and you complete you because ye drums sounds so ye backup vocalist. Baby cross some boy here as a minute who ya boy here almost sounds so your mom backup dancers. Which is say they are a full pack on one arm, and it was quite beautiful to watch. And I can promise then I'm sharing. I think I was impressed a lot because me compare significantly the last year or this year. There was a lot of improvement, and the fact hybrid, which was the live and then the DJ setting it together, for the sound, I really enjoyed it. So the team share fully, this I think these are the things I made me account on because me who short videos with other performances are amount for can
okay.
But I can't speak to it because me team share it will be very unfair to say anything about it.
Okay, yeah. What you mean? Yeah.
The kind mamimbo chatter house abaso because who share performances ni senia wamutumi ma artists ni kwan emo explore na is very commendable. The sound was crisp and solid. Na the edi hon so more artists na baso. Artists bebre na womu call out of their way to make sure say omo performance turning out exceptional mebo mabaso because from what I hear, from what I know personally and what I even heard from Robert Clark, I think yesterday or so, artists ni bebre despite the fact say more budget say bia musika some of them went on to add money to it. Minim say Stoneboy dey onwa ni sika e de kan sika e wosi etua ne ka de da ho e make sure say stage performance no dey ba stage no sebio e be ye krabehwe. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Media me top number 1 performance Stoneboy. Bro see mami ka say me nchef anaju na me come asem anaju ade bechi ama yaya awards me call rehearsal ni bi na vida ni ma dance for me call rehearsal me shade the way dancers ni here ni we me see vida ade send or see ya nyi si nya abotre embra kwesi ye ni na ye dia dance say performance ni die na very nice and you see the transition from the Brakwesi. The transition of the songs. My favorite part was OG the MC.
Yes, I was going to talk about that guy.
Oh,
I think that guy is
he's
a
talent.
Solid. Yeah.
Solid. Baby, almost switch it back. And you see, I saw Stone and Nancy change.
The boy is talented.
Emre was so bemu. Emre was so film. Baby, but we give them back to back and he releasing new song. It was just so beautiful, and the audience retention on that night, it was just marvelous. If you want man, not AC. In fact, me call red carpet na me commission.
So go can just Stoneboy anka top performance here sinti ye de man yi si fama Stoneboy.
Na muyi ma.
Na muyi Stoneboy. Because you are biased also boy. Ye de man
si de. You say we no akoye unanimous decision. Ghana phone in every one dance. As a award, and that has been one of the major things that everybody's
No, but mami, I mean honestly speaking, unless a night at Stoneboy benya bad night. But there are some artists.
And Brakwesi, let me just
artists view Ghana, I'm saying. Unless they have bad nights. Amachi Dede, Kodrenchi, Samini, Stoneboy.
Yeah.
For now, unless they have bad nights.
Yeah.
Gospel for they are good performers, so I don't want to. Gospel for the anime person naturally the gospel people are because they perform a lot with live band in Jomo there. But a secular for no. These artists, unless probably they have. I will not talk about Stoneboy in the performance because
that night, he was actually not well.
They say Stone Boy,
No, it's true.
No, was it
true.
the Global Alliance? I said it's the same thing, but he delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 and the number 2 AC. AC, yeah. I mean, in fact, me call red carpet, me call Michelle, I'm catching and say, look, I really love your song. Me bonko kakra. And I told him that, listen, when you go on stage, kill it. And I was impressed with what I saw. Most of the artists need to buy props, or they buy any idea. So it was on engaging you in every corner on the stage.
Yeah.
But then now you see voice, fine. And I think so can promise. Can promise performance and say, nice. And who they compare? Last year, the baby, I made me appreciate him more. Yeah, baby, I know continental way, the dancers and stuff. It was actually beautiful. Baby,
yeah, never seen a person buy that man 2 minutes.
Baby,
person go see Kasana.
Who survive a casa continental? You them sure some of the ladies no more flamingo win, and it was so beautiful. The flags and everything was nice. But baby, I come here expect to be obe elevating kaka. Baby, keep it sexy. Oh ladies, unsa mimi hu margin chro, margin no. Mimi hu say the African standard of sexy. I'm not body shaming anybody. Was not the kind of woman that came on stage. That's my humble opinion.
We want flesh.
I felt that they could have
and man want more body.
Yes,
okay.
Just to make that's the African standard of beauty. Whether you like well, no.
Who told you? Are you telling me that beauty?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you are saying.
Hey, that's not what I'm saying.
What you are saying.
Come asem. Hold on. I'm saying that Mimi nya tie. Mimi kasemi nya.
Try to say that.
Because who say all the time?
Yeah, my question.
You say all the time.
Let me bail ya out. Let me bail ya out.
18
So pause here.
You have been ruled out.
No, unless mo person argue about statement no making say okay well or see ono na dream no nim say okay Africa had them saying and Ghana yeah can be or buy beauty anya hwia chingelenge yeah or buy our flesh body
even back with
that is not the case. That is not the case. That is not the case. You know, on to me can say Ghana had here. The moment I be say who are dream no Ghana as if said that is the standard. It's not true. Can say who pe.
Oh, when I mean tell me can say Ghana had here.
Osina dream mu de Ghana ha.
Oh, Eradi Nyankopon Socrates.
Ghana for na
imagine na me chiro. Mimi nya yanka.
What the Ghana ha.
So it doesn't mean say all the other women were not beautiful or what. That's not what I'm saying. Don't misconstrue my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, can physica.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, can physica. You nim say you nuanom kan for there's a particular physical type ko wa ubehu pa nie bones a curvy body no kama. For second person situate sa particular performance no to depict ebia umma umfri nungwa krampona. There's a certain look that we all expect.
There will not be chingelenge, of course.
That's what is saying. No, relax. If you want to depict,
I'm not saying
if you want to depict where you are from, no. We all know say ladies shape ne de oboa. O dey just one confirm poano. You see a particular type, na ba could be about fema, and no ye odd. But my say, if you want
to, Miss Ghana, no, yeah, Munkofa, Sabo, a woman walk to number.
This should be. But anyway, breakfast, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And work, what my man can work. Be strap performance, no. Ankoye. Artists be our own. Mimi Gidi say one. They be anya na betumi abola. Anya artists be our strength no. So find what works for you and do it well.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Kwesi.
Yeah. Kwesi. I think say enemaniaji. Ewo table yachi. Acha say u follow your table actually conversations me no ya about performances. You remember, especially every TGM and I've said it. Say performance is an art, and musician be a person who call in piano. You must train yourself to come out with it. And then come across in natural say now we are getting closer to that conversation, to that dream. We are going to have performers from GH. I mean, challenging, getting us to the world-class performances are expecting value for money. Because see, on the night of TGM no na conversation no ejina 3 artists so Stoneboy, King Promise and King Paluta na pressure was her mema mi ensa so pa ya mpacho me on floor na sa attention was her mema mi ensa so pa nti kwasi on Saturday no cry we na ye ne a portfolio kasa no o kire mu kire say Paluta ye kasa no wakọ Kwawu Mountains a ogina popo no so a watentiem or your vocal training Kwawu Mountains portfolios are no kind or say Paluta ogina Kwawu Mountains no so a sa brede wa na M1 so no one kwatwa mountains no Kwawu but they are all the same mountains but na che say e ma me hu sa ade no emu ehu yie pa ye ne sister Vada so kasa no so kire mu kire say Stone sese no ba bi o hye no I said he is in some or yes spiritual preparation or was I just say and no course or some spiritual ibima or incantations near your ma course or prepare yourself for the night. I just say utu said na ayire se bentepa for the 3 of them. And therefore until you quite na them no expectation was very high for these 3 young men. Very very pa. And of course ube kaiswa Paluta performances tadi on the nominees night no and con year said they are not be expecting no enti onya first fall enti na there was a lot of pressure on him say on the night no as part of the conversation any hit a koso no obetumi I live up to expectation enti on the night no by stage no you could see say Paluta atono bo ase pa a script adoye no say opposum or my good performance. And he did very well from the 3D performance that we saw. Paluta was good, comparable to the 3D performance. Now, Kwesi, when it comes to the 2, between King Promise and Stoneboy, I will salute Stoneboy. He showed class. He gave us a performance that said, Ujre Babia, you could see, say, yes, this is the person, our person or J Artist of the Year, Abasoboden de Kofi. The performance need the whom by them because o show level no say I am ready for the Artist of the Year. And with this performance no o pin gap no very wide and minim said o mo share chada I don't know minim kwa umfa so mo permutations no and because Tama Stoneboy perform we no baby ana yet the conversation in the answer aye hu with this performance it is likely that Stoneboy is going to pick the Artist of the Year. And I'm catching conference or more relaxing. Na King is also coming to do his own.
Na say na ya to abanawi.
Oh, but a damn one there. Because by when said nipa be still things there. Ya what damn ho na no. Na vote ni kwanso. Even KPM jide adena but still people are still thinking say something can still happen. And just say a yi buy King so buy and I was very impressed. King performance no and to me I think say and to me I'm bro Stoneboy performance no so. But for with King Promise and minimum for all the years, the performance way was very good.
Okay,
it was a standard performance.
Okay,
we would make the so a rating for a lot of good things to happen in the near future. Okay. He did very well. Pa on match here, I think so when you are so share Stoneboy performance no. Before Beba no are prepping yourself. But I think so. But other balcony near battery judging to say production our more. Talk back na share artists na somo no. Important say production for bet many artists now communicate. Actually, when where they are supposed to go at particular time of their performance. Because when we say stage, artists need be see from core audience and when we say the way not live TV and this kind of performances light light arrangement you put said the position still light as an artist on stage you are not expected to enter the audience because where Sana you get out of the stage frame no any designer and it's still something the artists need, some of them needs to learn. Say when you are performing on such a global
unless it was part of your rehearsal
unless it was part into which here every artist needs artists artists which here some of them called inside called audience no I feel to say na lighting is not able to capture them there. what I say is not able to capture them. Interfere now or my year from the shot. No, on background scene now black. Say we show TV so and we show feed now. And these are all small technicalities. Person where global artists are as I say usuya or channel could stage by Biana, you'll be able to also know it. And two.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because and I'm
high intimate.
Let me expect it's a production director of the show no. Or bet see artists because we know we used to talk backs.
No, Hanum say
no. Let me expect it's for bet see my chance move back.
Before no much room. This you show no more year or
global
there be. No more year or Africa dia de omu close you Africa Games.
Yeah.
No more close you or Lego no where we say no see.
So and you bet see why and it's something the artist must and two would the hit me from being a manager and producer. I me feel say some of the artists no not enough time for the show in terms of their preparation. Into who says some of them no audience reaction, audience appeal in terms of audience not at a sotie. They couldn't interact with the audience as supposed to be performers. Which means that they were performing to themselves because I say your script here there no. And so they are trying to meet up to expectation instead of giving the audience, giving them that level of excitement. So what I say, and I think that these are all small years. Okay. Then my words on the night. My words on the night. Because no credit about coupe. Mestre Bibri say TGMA a expensive platform. It is the one of our best.
Worst of the night,
the artist be a toswa. You're more modern say. You're artist no. And found numbers or if you are not a performer, you don't have to go and then ridicule that stage. And B-Strap must be given some little grooming before he mount any international stage again like that.
Okay,
that's it.
Me babe fa calls kakra 0302257900 0302257901. But just Vida, you pay idea with crispy amami. Just 2 minutes. Fache Stone Boy because a big Pumano Kutane name the performance in Yama Komuni ade Chirimu.
Right, Brakwesi. Stone Boy performance no. The theme as same tea and that's on a sonic pilgrimage of people and power. As a woody and yum any a dom to kron. Inti no ye create Stone Boy to say ye song god and yum munyame. Inti ansana obe pie ni yema OG the MC. Edin ebe sane mrania ansana opie. Na sedi a honhom bebre ye adwuma ne pempi no omo be pie sana. Omo wo nwum bi e Kenya e omo kra. Ono ne nwum na ne Kenya ne kra ne title no eye prayer. Na nyum na sema wo ne se wa obetan nani wa wo mpene nkoso no de mpaye ene gya wo kwan ene de pie free stage ne so sa wo hwe ya omo na mo bo orchestra na mo tete ntem no omo de gold channel ahye o mani mama hye tuntum gold channel extra sacred anonymity na ahohoma atwa ho ehye na oho ye tum baronu pie baaye no o shefita ye sheda mani shefita sanse ye pese enyum na na se dwumedi obabedi na ho han ne to omanfo so oba no so no de Egyptian ank pumana na ekra no ase say eternal life say ade na kwantu konko no ne ye kono it's not for ye a ye hu no ani so pe sunsun mu wi asenso ne gidi say no so ebekoso e wo ho prekope e na kwa no so e the chance of Psalm 23 here because you see back kwantu a enyum no so say before we touch the road and sana ye betu ye na si kwan so no e was see ye de mpa year Psalm 23 no esoso e na eja mo to ya na Stone Boy so ebore mu prekope e na ye transition called high life side no akwantu na ye ko na ye nyuma kwantu ye call high life side no and ye di so bolo ebe na mu and afi ye call back to hip life ye introduce too tough aye nyina ye nim no almost be boy mo de na Stone Boy so choose e de omo new song omo ne boy so e be pia e share enu mu so hu traditional dancers no ye pay homage to ye Ghana traditional dancers ye can traditional dancers no nyina e wo mu prekope then we move to the energy eruption stage baby e di ahonke kamba pa nyum na hit or claps ne ahodo no enti eno no nya pull up bawasaba go higher and ye di na musa then came fire enyuma ye release ye kra now share ya incredible Ziggy and then the dancers nso be gina Stone Boy nchana omo she atade silver ni gina homa insulators nti ye to jana ba Stone Boy so no amrante no metwa ne ho ahia ne insulators e magya no enka no. Now on to the JJJ set. As if we knew we were going to win a video of the year, we wanted to relive music video no live on stage. Into my 2 characters now my performance near interesting no. Esa ba BM and I introduce police ni kozu kwa humaniswana. You introduce the characters, police, actors now and just to show say and you resonating with the common people regardless of class. So you're politicians, so you're then that's it. Now you're outro no in your northern elders. Grown cheneno, banon so no more crown sem a woven cloth and to my annually free north.
The outro briefly, was there how do we call it? A H there now because it was as if said omo person omo de abatakari ni de share Stone Boy.
Yes. Na eyen toma intini e de gu ni shoulder keke.
Enje abatakari.
Enya de share no de be yen toma e de gu na beti. And we have a 14-page report a documenting performance de siko na. If you read in the 14-page document na, you know say na enya se abatakari e de be share no. Ye de gu ni kon ho akere that height owo when it comes to craft. And so that was their role there. Into omudru hono mo grown chene so you minimize this sound kakra mo chene ne yete sebo after say omudu gu ni kom their deed was done. Ya crown na you say
14-page document.
Yes, 14-page document.
When you are brepao mesamba mem focus kakra bi ne so 0302257900 0302257901. That was Stone Boy in the performance na Vida Chichi but course kakra for. Hello.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you?
But your friend is Tony.
Okay, ain't you?
Bomb design Bragwesi.
A radio Daruma.
Sure him follows but I am sure say do Saturday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. It's only show this one. Do I'm go slow.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Or to me, Jidam, who say program by Oma in the panelists, Butalino. Almost Butalizino. To say, I said, you're ultimate matchy Socrates with questions, Yeah, boy, I bet you Socrates, no, Acasa, apart from Socrates, on Quano,
yeah, and Kakrank, or you will do to send me a pepe. Why?
To me,
maybe a Kakrank.
Oh, no, yeah, or the politics.
Yes, Madame Pachodin.
Ace of my madam, and the Matawa.
Ace of mammy, at the same. Ain't you way?
There has been a question and I'm around.
Oh,
that day, KT. My name is Tenas and and you're making a pile of us out coy. And I'm on from the car. And at the of the year, not to keep promise, very why you do not see. I feel really no organizers now but perform my idea. So you understand it. Best among Benny in a game, but returning in a additional kind of some way you man and do it. Yeah, maybe some Benny. The church will go to a navy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Pachodin. Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Right, Kwame Kasafri. Mayra. Okay, when you're right, what piece of FM soon to you?
But especially breakfast number, no partner national. The small boy back what you on your bay 60, and I'm going to say the channel.
Questioners, we saw episode on my found
now so the ama party. You cop now so the ama party. You cop party headquarters. A year and penny for a year you were more charming, and I say administrator, and I need a cotton on and then she said, my boy, your mamma. Name will be a campaign office. So, what campaign office and a campaign on a jitum, Tifra Bear and ya. Party no me, BBR. So, yeah, there's why one not to my corner, but what do you mean cop party in the hall? enti wo mo hye no so sese wo bia na ko party no ho na party ni gitum dia party ni na agi atom ene ya register into a party nyum na agi atom na ya no mo ko campaign office na ne campaign fo akoye wo ye na so odi nkunim kura timi pa se wo bi di wanim kura akogye di o benya di ye mu kura timi pa se wo bi di wanim kura akogye di o benya di ye mu yawo na wo bre nti wo mo nhye no so nti ya amoa me se wo ne party fo kotena ase aye bibia ma party ene bia party amoa ye nhye no so ye ne saa ebeboa ma abrantie na wo wu no kwasi me se ahyemia se me pe ne nyum se kamenya selections na menya ne nyum na ma chese wo ye one of the year se ka wo no ni pa me pese metie ne nyum pa ne ya awero na ye besre ye nyum tofo no ya wo mo to obo ase wo ene ma bi me VGM ya mo kan Vodafone fo ne ma ne me ya award yi kwasi obedie di se minim da krokra me tie me pese metie because e kwa yo mo fa so abrantie bi a wo frɛ no se di no sikirichiri mu no se wo mo kotetra wa ye se ya ye na ye to aba we ya frɛ ya to ya frɛ se ya frɛ ene mato ama ne nipa ba ko kwa foto o pesika no di amobi ni ato ase ato ama no mfata nti me pese metie bi kura na ya ko yi obi a woni mu bi ko ni nya award
me da se ma memfa maybe we'll just pick hello Unino wa from crowd. Hello?
Yeah, Robert.
Unino wa from? Yeah, ain't you?
Yeah, Robert, yeah, I found for much more in maybe kind of my bassinet, my panel, my dinner, I breathe the Amoya Magana for. The doesn't mean so no member that na kakra mo kan say about
Unino the way you were from no one kasa tise me you fisu Mr. Wa.
Yeah, hello.
I was from Kra.
Say there, yeah.
Because me bibia me si ba still a Unino wa from tise o ma Unino so nya sa Mr.
Yeah, ye di kan na me say na bo ma ba so ne adwuma ta mo ye ma Ghana man. Ye di kan no. The toss me so no na ma dada ke de busia nyina ya akọ. Na ne toss me ensa no. Me say we second interview na we ye no. Na man na wa nka se me re ni din kakra. Na o kan bi say e kan award scheme no. We are voting e ko no. I was so man di pa ba ko bia e bu enya